Hey guys, Inkichis here, and today we'll be talking about the benefits of exercise. We know that exercise plays a role in fitness, health, cardiovascular health, and whatsoever. So we'll just be discussing the benefits of exercise. So to name a few, we will start with it changes the structure of our brain. So studies have shown with mice or whatsoever, when it is they were placed in a room and given equipment that allow them to exercise, it also thickens the cortex of the brain. And exercise also plays a role in neurogenesis, which is the formation of neurons. And this also will lead to increased synapse. And we know that synapse are needed to carry all messages from neuron to neuron. It goes on and on to relay messages and whatsoever. So it plays a role in neurogenesis. And what else is exercise beneficial for? Exercise also helps in neurogenesis, especially in the frontal cortex and hippocampus, which is the underside of the brain. So it was found that patients who suffer with brain diseases and whatnot, it mainly, the degeneration mainly starts from the frontal cortex and the hippocampus. So what does exercise does? Does it exactly stop, or should I say prevent Alzheimer's or whatsoever? Well, there are still studies trying to relay that exact point. However, it was stated that exercise enlarges our brain. So therefore, with the formation of Alzheimer's or dementia whatsoever, it just gives a slower onset of those diseases. Those who are prone to those brain disease, they give a slower onset on such. The studies have shown with students who have exercised before in classroom, they were able to focus and concentrate much better. So exercise also helps in the release of certain neurochemicals such as dopamine, serotonin, endorphins, or whatever. Endorphins plays a role, decreases pain. And serotonin, I made a video concerning serotonin, so you can view it. Serotonin is found in the brain, spinal cord, mainly the gut, and it plays a role in the regulation of melatonin. And melatonin is the hormone responsible for our sleeping cycle. So in the production of such, we know that our sleep will be improved since there is increase in serotonin, a boost in serotonin, so the hormone, and also helps in the release of dopamine. And we know that dopamine gives us that sense of motivation to go and get something. So it gives us that drive to get what it needs to be done to accomplish a task. So that's why some may find when they exercise, they are motivated to carry out a task. They feel good to go towards performing any task at hand. So we know that exercise also helps in the release of such chemicals, neurochemicals, and much more. And we're moving on to exercise also decreases the chance of depression and anxiety, and even stress chemicals such as cortisol, which is a stress hormone. Exercise plays a role also improves your attention span. Right, so like I've mentioned before, we know the frontal cortex and hippocampus, mainly they are enlarged and whatsoever. And the frontal cortex plays a role in reasoning, thinking, and whatsoever. And hippocampus plays a role in learning, in memory, in our emotions and whatnot. So those parts of the brain are enlarging and enhanced. So we want that. So exercise is good in those cases for such. Another reason why we should exercise is because it reduces our chance of getting diabetes. Studies have shown. Another reason we should exercise, or should I say another benefit of exercise, is that it improves your cardiovascular health. So persons who exercise on a regular basis, you know that the cardiac muscles, they are enlarging and they are strengthened to carry and to pump blood throughout the body. Hence it is in cardiovascular health and whatsoever, and even in brain function to carry out or pump blood through the extremities and peripheries and whatsoever. So exercise is responsible for that, and we know that circulation is indeed important in carrying oxygen and whatsoever to the cells for survival. So we want to pay close attention to that. Another reason why we should exercise is it improves our bone density, and it prevents easily fractured bones and whatsoever osteoporosis, the onset of such. It prevents the onset of such. That's why we should exercise. Another reason we should exercise is because it strengthens our muscles, give us a longer endurance. So as we continue the journey of exercising and whatsoever, we have a baseline. So when we exercise, we experience a spike and whatsoever. And like I mentioned before, with the release of neurochemicals, serotonin and whatsoever. So when it is we get that spike of neurochemicals, and then we stop, we enter our baseline. So as we continue to exercise, we'll have a higher and higher baseline, making us less prone to anxiety and depression and whatsoever. The importance of exercise. Studies also have shown that exercising has the ability to decrease one's chances of being diagnosed, or should I say getting cancer, especially certain cancers, especially endometrial cancers, intestinal, colorectal cancers, breast cancer, prostate cancer, and whatsoever. Another reason we exercise is to save money. Why I say save money? Because when we exercise, we know that we boost our health and the prevention of such illnesses in the long term, in the long run. So studies have shown when one exercise, or should I say when persons exercise, it decreases the chances of doctor visits and whatsoever due to illnesses and whatsoever. So exercise is indeed important in saving money and saving your time for all those visits. So exercise should be implemented daily, if not daily, few times a week. Exercise also plays a role in our immune system in terms of boosting our stem cell, or should I say give us a bonus in our stem cell production whatsoever. And stem cell plays a role in the regenerative process. And what are stem cells? These are own specialized cells that can potentially be converted, or should I say turn into specialized cells in aid of repairing certain tissues or organs of the body. And stem cells can mainly be captured from the embryo and their embryonic stem cells, two type embryonic stem cells and adult stem cells, which can be found mainly in the bone marrow. Right? So those were just basic benefits of exercise and why we should exercise and why should we implement it throughout our lives. For health, for mood, for endurance, for concentration, for focus, and for long-term memory and prevention of certain mental illnesses in the long run. So these were basically the benefits of exercise. And please feel free to leave your comments below if you have any more benefits to add to such which I've mentioned there. Any questions concerning any benefits I've mentioned to you, you can leave it in the comments. Leave your questions in the comments below. And thank you for watching. And if it was informative, please feel free to give this information of why exercise is important and why should we exercise. So I thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more. Thank you.